I'm curious about that. Is that bet on the Lakers, assuming that Russell Westbrook is still part of the Lakers?
I think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna stay. But then
How can they
again,
win? How can they win with Russell Westbrook?
they did not. Hedge funds have been leveraging and trying to bring as much as they can, borrow as many loans as they can against USDT, but they haven't. I mean, if it was to depeg, it should have already depegged by now because of the hedge funds. Because you know, when hedge funds come in, they come in.
Hey guys, so we're back for part 2 of my interview with super rich Brenda Gentry. And in the first video, she shared her thoughts on the crypto market and USDT. But for this video, we're going to talk about a project that she is into. But I want to ask this question. I was browsing through your website and it hit. I saw this, that somewhere around 2021, your crypto portfolio hit $400,000. So I wanna ask this also as for people who maybe want to earn from the crypto market or want to do well in it. How did you do it? What was your secret, or what was your capital? Maybe your capital was 399,999, then it became 400.
Right?
Where did you start from, and then how did you scale it up to that level?
Thank you again, Marvin. It's a pleasure to obviously chat with you. Your sense of humor is off the charts. But let me say this. I'm going to change my name on Twitter handle from Crypto Mom to Super Rich Crypto Mom, because Marvin said so. Super Rich Crypto Mom. I love it. Okay, so my trading journey is hilarious. Like, I stumbled into it. My husband is actually the trader. Like, he is more technical and he studies charts, and you know, he's done options trading in the stock market, and I'm like a spectator. So my daughter, my 24-year-old daughter, our 24-year-old daughter, her friends started, you know, getting into crypto. And I don't know if you remember this token, YFI. Do you know YFI, Yan Finance?
You're in finance, yeah.
Yeah, so 2020 May, her friends got into Yan Finance even before it hit $100. They were very early, and a few of them became millionaires from that token. By August, she was telling me, "Mom, a few of my friends have become millionaires," and I'm like, "Oh man, what did I do wrong? What am I doing wrong? I'm just buying Ethereum and Bitcoin. I'm Coinbase, and I don't know, how come these young kids, they're like 26, 27, and they're becoming millionaires? I need to change my tactic." So she told me, "Okay, Mom, you need to get off Coinbase and start looking for tokens." And she was showing me, you need to find tokens when they're fast getting, you know, when they're really new. Nobody's heard of them, because once they're on Coinbase, the whole world has heard of it, and it's probably already done 10 to 20x. So that's what I started doing. So I was on Twitter, and a lot of times back in 2020 on Twitter, you just follow some influencer. Some of them were legit. Some of them were like obviously shilling stuff that you learn really quick that, okay, this one is shilling just nonsense, you know, things that they want to pump and dump. And then you're going to find an influencer that's going to just put something good out there. And that's how I stumbled onto Bundles Bets, right when it had just launched in about 2 weeks. And everybody was like, "Oh man, this is going to be really good." So I got in and I invested I think I put about 8K in it. Yeah.
It pushed up from 8K to 400,000 US, 400,000.
So at first it was just like, the one thing that opened, I didn't put immediately all the 8K at once. I put in like 2K, and I went to sleep, and that day I think it did a 2x, and I was like, wait, what? So I'm coming from banking, and I'm like, I was still at the bank, and I was like, I have not seen a 2x even on my 401k in 10 years. I said, I haven't seen a 2x in 10 years. I was like, oh man, let me put more money. So I put more money, and then it did a 3x. I said, whoa, man, this is amazing. So I just kept dollar cost averaging. It would go high, it would go low, and I would dollar cost average. All in all, by the time everything was said and done, I'd probably put about 15K. And then towards the end of, actually it was the beginning of 2021, end of January, I saw my portfolio go to 200K, and I'd never seen that even on my 401k. So I didn't sell. People are like, oh, let's sell. It was at $50 or $40. Let's sell. I didn't sell at all. And then it got to 400, and I was like, oh man, this feels so good. So next thing I know, I just sold a bit, but then like I said, May, obviously the market went into a mini bear because of the China banning Bitcoin mining.
I guess it's a good success story on how you were able to ride a particular token. I want to ask this before we go into the project and the token creation, or maybe while I'm asking this question, you get to talk about it also because it's highly related to it. There's a lot of tokens. How were you able to zero into that project, and why did you invest in that project? Because there's so many options out there, and when it's starting out, no one would know that something's gonna go this high. What did you see in it that you saw that it had potential? And maybe you can tell us about the project itself as well.
Of course, yeah. So I got into the project and the community. I just felt welcome in the community. Not even that, the founder the founders at that time, they were like, oh wow, crypto mom, because I'm one of those people, I go everywhere and I don't have an avatar, it's just me. And I would say, hey, I have my kids here. People are like, you have your kids in this Telegram? I say, yeah, my daughters are here too. They're like, wait, what? So you're a real mom? I'm like, yeah, I'm a real mom. So, people, obviously, it was funny. My daughters were like, Mom, don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass us. So anyway, that was a very funny experience. So actually, because I'm very I'm just a people's person, and they asked me if I wanted to be a community manager, and I said yes with the project. And then I got to know the owners, the founders, and they really liked me so much. They were like, oh wow, we want you to be part of the team. So then I became part of the marketing team. My daughter became part of the marketing team, and it was one of the projects I had so many tokens. Honestly, I just started feeling so at peace buying more of this token. But I had like so many other altcoins, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed that this one would give me a better return than all the others I had put together. So then I just zoned in on it and maybe kept one more. But it was mainly the team, and mainly I was attracted with the tokenomics as well, only 100,000 tokens. So I knew it had the potential. I was looking for something like Yan Finance. And at that time, C-Vault, I don't know if you remember C-Vault, it's called.
Okay.
C-O-R-E.
Oh, not as much. Okay.
Yeah, so C-Vault also had very low supply. Back in 2020, those are the tokens that were doing well, the ones with very low supply. And then obviously 2021, meme tokens came about. Everybody's having a trillion supply. But I was always attracted with the tokens that had very low supply. To me, they had more upside than the meme tokens. Even though meme tokens have obviously made people millionaires, I was just always attracted to the low supply tokens.
Got it. So for those who want to know more about this, can you tell us what's the exact use of the token or the project in and of itself?
So when it started back in 2020, it was prediction pools, whereas it was only for tokens, Ethereum or whatever, Bitcoin, Yuan Finance, just the blue chips mainly. And it didn't do as well as we thought it would because of the gas fees. You would go in and make a prediction, and then the gas fees would cost you $10, and people, it would defeat the purpose of actually making predictions. So at that point, it wasn't getting a lot of hype like it was at the beginning. And towards mid 2021, around maybe I would say June, July, we decided we wanted to do NFTs and include NFTs in the ecosystem. That didn't take off as well either, because people were mainly there for prediction pools. That's what most people wanted. And then the founder reached out to me. At that time, I had actually been at the conference Bitcoin Miami and gotten a lot of visibility in the space. People are like, oh wow, crypto mom. So suddenly I was, people wanted to know who I was and how I got into the space, especially being a mom and a former banker. I started to voice. I was on Business Insider. They were inviting me to speak, and I was getting a lot of engagement on my Twitter because I have the banking background, and I was able to speak with some, knowledge of the space of both crypto and traditional finance. That being said, the founder and I, being good friends, said, I think it's time. I'm passing on the torch. I want you to take over the project. You're one of your top investors, and it feels it's only fair that we move this over to you, because it's going to be the project's going to be in better hands than it was with the founders, because they had gotten involved with NFTs, and they were also doing really well with NFTs. The NFTs were taking a lot of their time at that time. So it didn't even I was so surprised when he told me that, the founder, and it didn't register. It took me about 3 days, and I said I need to assemble a team. The first person I reached out to was one of the investors I had known a year in the space, like from bundles. And he's a former professional poker player. He's really he's the smartest guy I've met, honestly. I say, hey, I need you to join me in this project. I just took over the project. He was like, oh, you're kidding me, man. We're gonna go and make this sports betting, because he had always wanted me. He was always telling me, this project would take off if we made it a sports betting platform. And he kept telling me that. And I was like, okay, he was always telling me, you need to tell Simon, you need to tell the founder this, you need to tell him that we need to go sports betting. So when he found out that I took over the project, he was so oh my God, this is exactly what we need right now. And yeah, I got on advisors that are really good in sports betting, and they like gambling, I guess.
Got it. So for those who want to learn more about the project, I'll put links in the description below for those who want to check it out. And you can also communicate to Brenda via Twitter if you guys have any questions about it, or put in questions below, anything that you would like to ask, and then we'll see if we can get Brenda back in the channel if you guys want her back again, and let's see what we can ask her. It's nice to have someone very, very rich in the show. I wanna end
when I come to the Philippines, man, I'm gonna make sure you drop me up in your limo. You're the one who's very, very rich.
No, that's fake news. That's fake. I wanna end it with this. For those who are watching this and they're trying to look at what projects they're trying to invest in, what are your rules or principles to figure out if this is a good project or not? How do you somehow filter it out? That's what maybe I'm asking. Because everything is down right now. People are saying, oh, buy the ones that are cheap. But if everything is cheap,
everything is cheap right now.
Maybe top one rule for you to know that this is something that will last a very, very long time.
I personally, and I don't invest in any team that's not doxed. That is my one thing that is it's a deal breaker. If you're not doxed, I don't care how good your token is. The only one that's not doxed is Satoshi, and that's the only one I would invest in. It's Bitcoin. Other than that, any projects, any project where I don't see the founders, and I go to the community. Obviously, I gotta make sure the community, the tokenomics is really important to me. I really look at the tokenomics. More so, I just want to know the team and what they've done and how much time they are. Because some founders, they say they're founders and you don't even see them. Like, you know, they let someone else take care of it. So that's yeah, the team is a big deal for me.
Got it. So learning point to all of this, everyone watching, spend a lot of time analyzing who's running it, the team, know their identities, know their backgrounds, and I think above and beyond them being docs also is their capability to execute, because everything looks good in white paper, but it's the team's ability to be able to execute off of that white paper and to fight it through even when times are hard. That will, I think, ensure if the project will survive, because it's easy to have a lot of projects when times are good, but it's the good ones that survive even in times like this. So there. Thank you so much, Brenda. It's an honor to have you. I hope you guys got a lot from her insights also on her success story and how she did well, made money in this space, given the time frame that we are in and the time frame she invested in. But before I let you go, I need to ask this question. Will the Golden State Warriors repeat next year?
Hey, you know, that's why you need to join Bundles Bet on Telegram and put your money on Golden State Warriors. Marvin, Marvin, when you think it's Golden State Warriors, guess who I'm gonna go for? I'm gonna go for the Lakers. They're assembling a very, very good team. So that's why I love sports betting. You know, we can all have fun.
So,
on
wait, I'm curious about that. Is that bet on the Lakers assuming that Russell Westbrook is still part of the Lakers?
I think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna stay. But then again,
how can they win? How can they win with Russell Westbrook?
They did not. They did not. I don't know. LeBron was on. But again, the main reason you want to join bundlesbets.com is we talk about sports and it's so fun. Marvin, you may just get your wish and Golden State may repeat. I do like Steph Curry, by the way. I really do. He's a very, very, he's focused. He has a good family. You know, his wife, he takes care of his family. To me, a man gotta take care of his family, and he can win as many times as he wants. It's just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady can win as many times as he wants.
Got it. So you opened up something very interesting, and I want to ask you. So you mentioned Steph Curry. What about Draymond Green?
His personality is just I think he has a type A personality. I don't know about Damon. He's a nice guy though.
It's the best podcast right now, so let's just leave it at that. So thank you so much, Brenda, for sharing. So if you want to somehow analyze sports and also I don't know, put a position on it, check out Bundles. I'll put it down in the description below. So thank you so much, Brenda. It's always fun to be with you. And to everyone, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.